Hello, monsters abound, and welcome to Evil Labs, a neat little indie title about building an evil lab. Have you ever played Resident Evil and been rooting for Umbrella Corp? I know I have. I've always wanted to build a big underground base, and now you can in Evil Labs. That's right, you can. I mean, you've got a pharmacy, obviously, but my understanding is most pharmacies on the high street actually have a giant evil underground laboratory underneath them. And now you can build your own, which is good. So now it should be said, the graphics do look kind of like complete and utter arse. Let's be honest here. Let's not beat around the bush. The graphics are kind of, I mean, there's a little man. He looks appalling. It's not even kind of cutesy graphics. They're just a bit shit, aren't they? Although I will say that I've kind of come round to it. So I saw this on a key website that kind of sends out keys to content creators, and I kind of looked at it and I went, I don't know, it kind of looks a bit shit, but there's something about it that just makes me kind of want to just request a key. So I requested a key, and the publisher was very nice to send me one. And I've actually, you know what, I've been actually thoroughly enjoying myself. It's got some issues, it's fair to say, but you know what, I legitimately enjoy my time playing Evil Labs. So you know what, let's build our Evil Lab. So obviously we've got a pharmacy here. We can actually sell stuff to them. As a little man here, he'll want something. He'll want to buy a pharmacy, you know, some ointment. So we've got 4 different types of goods we can sell. We've got ointments, we've got syrups, we've got pills, and we've got injectables. And the little people will come along here to try and buy them. Now currently we have nothing. So what we need to do is we need to build something, and there is a tutorial, but the tutorial is a bit shit. It kind of shows you the basics about how to look after your staff, but nothing on how to actually kind of get started or what to do. So as a sort of like, you know, kind of a little review of this, and also a little bit of like, here's how it works. First off, you're going to have to build some production factories. So we'll build an injectables factory and we'll put it down here. So we'll put one just down there. In fact, we'll do the same. We'll get some pills as well. Let's get some pills. Yeah, everyone loves pills. And then we need people to work in them. So we can get some staff. Now you can get different types of staff. This is your junior worker, basic type of worker. He can do pretty much anything, but he's not particularly great. The junior scientist, he's good at research, but not particularly good at production. The junior engineer, he's good at production, but not very good at research. And finally, the junior keeper, who will keep your little underground lab safe. Now, so far, the only sort of threat is that occasionally governments will discover your lab, demand a bribe from you, or threaten to bomb you, which is a bit weird, as I imagine we're probably in a metropolitan area, so they want to just indiscriminately destroy an entire building. Seems a bit odd. But you know, I don't work for the government. Maybe they do that all the time. Who knows? Anyway, eventually they'll forget about you and then remember about you later on and demand more money. So you can kind of, I guess these guys will try and lower that chance, but who knows? So we'll get some junior workers. We'll get 3 little buggers, and there they are, our little yellow jumpsuited goons. They're to do our bidding. We'll send you off there. We'll send you down here. Yeah. Good. And no, not you. Okay, let's start that. These 2 will wander off. There we go. And then we can get you to go over here. So these guys will head down into the lab and they'll start producing. However, currently, if we just pause it, we'll see that these screens are all flashing crosses. They don't have the goods they need because you need raw resources, you need chemicals, you need excipients, herbs, and plastics. And without those, you can't produce anything. So we're going to buy them here. So we just kind of like add max, buy all of them. And already you can see our money's going down quite quickly. So we'll get to work. There we go. The screens stop flashing. They'll start bopping away. There we go. Fantastic stuff. And we'll come in. He'll come in and go, well, you don't have any goods to sell. Screw you. And off he goes. Now, the other thing we need is obviously look after our staff, because, and the real evil of Evil Labs is our employees' work-life balance, because there is none. Basically, they come to work and then they stay here forever. That's apparently what happens. So we kind of need some bedrooms, don't we? We kind of need some bedrooms. I'm thinking maybe we put the bedrooms over here. So we'll expand this over here. You can go down as well, but you need some research to do it. We'll put some bedrooms in because they get tired eventually, and you will actually need to have somewhere for them to sleep. Otherwise, you know what? I don't know what happens, to be honest. They just don't seem to do anything. So I guess maybe they slow down work. Who knows? Anyway, we could get a syrup. You know, should we get a syrup factory? Let's get. Oh, should we? Problem is, the guys to recruit are 300, aren't they? So actually, we need some more money. So we need to produce some goods. He wants a pill. We have pills. We can sell him a pill. Eventually, boom. There we go. We've made some money. Boom. Ah, that's what we need, isn't it? So let's make some syrup. There we go. So we'll put the factory in there. We need 300, and hopefully this guy needs another pill. So we'll sell him a pill, and that should be fine. Good. You want... Okay, the injectables will sell for quite a bit, so you can actually change how much you sell. So injectables are 100, so we should have enough for another goon. That's lovely. We'll get another goon there. You can come down here and work our syrup factory, and then we can provide syrup. There we go. Fantastic. Ah, it's all coming together. Look at this. It's exciting. Now, you don't know. So far, you're probably thinking, well, okay, the work-life balance, that's pretty evil, but otherwise, I can't really see anything too evil about Evil Labs. I mean, yes, let's face it, if you're going to build an underground lab, that's pretty evil as well, because for one, the fire regulations, they wouldn't be happy with it. I mean, if there's a fire in the lift, all these guys are fucked, right? There's no external exits anyway, no fire escapes. So, and also, you think actually building underground is actually a lot more expensive than building above ground, right? That tends to be why we do it, isn't it? So, you know, we've got all this space up here. We're not using it. We don't care. We're not interested in building above ground. We want to build below ground because that's more evil. However, don't worry. It does get more evil because we can actually not just sell medicine. We can actually create viruses and send them off to infect people so they have to buy more medicine. Yeah, it's genius. Absolutely genius. So as you research, and once we've got enough money here, how much is a research lab? 600. So we can afford that fairly soon. We'll speed this up because it can take a little while. Now, your little people have 5 different bars. You've got life, you've got stamina, you've got hunger, fun, and experience. And the experience obviously goes up, and as you rank up, you can promote them. As people get more tired, they go off and go and have a nap. So they're going to go off here and have a little nap. So they will then rest up, and their stamina will increase. Hunger and fun, so you can also construct mess halls and living rooms. Now, those 2 things decrease far more slowly than stamina. Stamina is the main one. Hunger goes down a little bit faster. Fun, a little bit slower than the other 2. And so fun is probably the least one you need. Hunger, you need a bit of. But mainly you need bedrooms. And you also need to keep buying goods, because otherwise your production will stop, and that's not good. As you can see, he's running back, and we can now start selling stuff again. We should get quite a big cash. Big cash. We're getting big cash. We're getting big cash. Look at this. But we also want we don't have any power. We need more power. Okay, let's expand this a little bit more. I feel like we probably need another bedroom, don't we? Okay, let's get another... Okay, we don't have power. Right, we'll get a small generator. So I think if we put that there, that'll be fine, he says. So yeah, we put another bedroom in there. Then we want some research. So we'll build a basic lab. I think if we put you there, then there's another room for another production thing there. That's not too bad. We then just need another man. So we'll get a man. There's a man. He can now go and work in research. So we're going to pop him in research. He's going to tap away at his computer, writing just evil. That's what you need to do research. I think it's totally we're accruing research points. Now, research, you have lots of different research you can do. So things from like admin, so that's things like expanding your store, so you can put more tills in your store and put other bits and pieces in there as well, so that's all good. You can expand your storage. So currently at the moment we only have 20 storage of everything, which obviously is a little bit on the low side. Okay, we don't have any goods to make things, but fortunately we have been building up our stock, so we're actually not doing too badly. But we do need to keep selling, because otherwise we're not making money, and that's the main thing. So you can also, research also does things like increase your staff numbers, so you get more staff. You can build advanced labs, you can build more production. You can also research new diseases. So diseases, you can actually tailor your diseases. So you can create new diseases, build them, base them on pathogens, and then, contagions, and then their effects, and all that kind of good stuff. So lots you can do. But on the other hand, this game is, I think it's fair to say, it's a bit on the slow side. It's got a bit of a slow burn. There are scenarios, but they're not really that interesting, I want to say. The scenario I've currently got is to infect 1,000 citizens. They get slightly more complex, things like, research 80 techs, or infect 500,000 people and kill no one. That's quite tricky in itself. But if you want sort of like a bit of a challenge, you're probably not going to really find it in Evil Labs. It's just kind of a nice soothing experience that you don't really have to, there's not really much thinking going on here. It's just about, how do I build up my lab? How am I going to make more stuff? How do I get more people? That kind of thing. So we've got a regional daily report. So there's different regions in this game as well. Currently we are in the winter region, whatever that one is. There's other regions. We'll just take a look at those in a sec. So we're in Snowwind. So you can see gas population, infected numbers, having dead, some military. I don't know what that means. The store level, and also our daily cost. This is our sort of region where we're based. So this is where we're based. And then you've got other regions here. And as you can see, the population gets more as you go through. Now, obviously, infecting things, like if you infect Metropolis, you're going to get a lot more infections than you would if you infected, say, the Sahara, because there's not many people there. So there's more options. But I think they also, they will charge you more when they discover you, if that's a thing. So it's interesting. The other thing I've learned is that what you can't actually travel to these areas. All you can do is build a store. Effectively, you can build a store there, and then you can supply them with medicine. And then what you can do is you can infect them with particular types of diseases. They will then go and buy the medicines that can cure those diseases, and that will then make you money. But that kind of comes later. It takes quite a while to kind of get to that point. So what we're going to do is, in true Blue Peter style, I am going to show you one that I made earlier. So here's a base I made earlier. So as you can see, we've upgraded our bedrooms. So we can put bunk beds in there, paintings that increases the speed at which they rest. You can see there's a lot of people now. We've got some scientists going on. We can actually promote some of these guys. So they wear different outfits when they get promoted. So if we take this guy, for example, so he's got, you know what, I won't take that guy. I'll explain why in a second. If we take this guy and we can promote him, then he changes his outfit. Look at that. The other thing is, you'll notice that he immediately jumps off his machine and just stands there. That is kind of a bit of an issue, because what happens if so they don't remember where they work effectively. The little people, they're not very good at sort of remembering where they work. So if you have, say for example, we take this guy and we promote him, he will then level up. That'll be fine. He'll then stand there. Where did he work before? Who the fuck knows? So unfortunately, once you sort of promote them, they kind of lose what they were doing beforehand. It's fine as long as you promote them while they're doing something. Like this guy, fine, we can promote him. Then once he's leveled up, we can pop him back on there. That's fine, good. Now this guy here, he's not doing anything. We'll pop him over there. You are not leveled up yet. Anyone level up? No. Okay, good. Because see, our shop has been upgraded a little bit. We've got 3 cash tills and currently 2 servers. We've got a gumball machine, a soda machine there as well. That increases our money a little bit. We've got things like there's an admin office and human resources. We've got different types of labs, genetics and chemical and biology. That helps us with different types of research. Now, research, we've got lots of researchers here. Currently, they're mostly all in bed. But if we have a look here, we can see we've researched lots of different types of stuff. Lots of different types of diseases. I want to actually research symptoms tier 2. So we're going to do that. Going to research that one. Now, what you can do, we've got a disease synthesizer down here. Now, with this, you can then infect different areas of the map. So let's make a disease. We're going to make, if we have a quick look. So if we have a look at Tortuga here. Now, Tortuga has almost 6,000 people living there. We've already infected a few. And you can see we've already got 100 ointments. Now, this is something I've worked out by playing the game. It doesn't really explain this to you. But the different medicines cure different types of diseases. And they don't really tell you this, but... So, ointments cure fungus. The syrups kill parasites for some reasons. So, if we pick a fungus... And I'm going to say it's flies, mosquitoes. That's how it. And okay, what we got? We got palpitations, tingling, headaches, vertigo, sneezing, cough, myalgia, muscle spasms, itchiness, redness, bellyache, and I'm going to pick diarrhea. Diarrhea and sneezing. I mean, that's a terrifying combination, isn't it? Terrifying and vertigo. That means you sneeze, you poo yourself, you can't make it to the toilet because you're too busy stumbling around feeling dizzy. That truly is an evil combination. We'll get dispersion as well, that'll help. And I'm going to call it dizzy blowback. Perfect. So we've created our disease. That's now there. Fantastic. What the fuck are you doing? Are these guys just masturbating in my restroom? You know what? It's their own time. I'm not gonna go there. So what we can do there, we can go Tortuga. We can then go. We're going to infect. We're going to use Dizzy Blowback and infect. Now what that does, it sets the percentage here down to 0, and we also get a little news update about how many people have been infected. So total infected 53, already cured 18, deceased 3. Remaining infected at 32. Now, this drops the disease synthesizer down to 0%. Someone's going to have to come down here and work. That eventually then goes back up to 100%. And you can then infect another region. What that means is that region will then go and spend money on buying the cure that you have created for the disease that you have now infected them with, thus making you more money. Now, if you infect different regions, that gives you more money. So, for example, if you infect Metropolis, obviously there'll be a lot of people being infected, and therefore you can make a lot more money. So that's all kind of good stuff. So as I say, there are a few bugs. I've had some bugs with promoting people where they just then stand around sparkling, but I mean it's fine. Generally. There we go. So the government of Tortuga demands some money to cover up the case and don't bomb your lab. Okay. You can't do anything about that. They literally just take the money and don't bomb your lab. Personally, I'm like, well, all right, bomb it then, see what I care. But apparently you don't have that option. They just literally bomb it. So you can research different some of these research is like ridiculous, like 20k research points. I mean, look how fast the research points are going up, right? It's going to take a long time to reach that, but you're going to have a lot of labs before you actually ever reach 20k. So that's a bit redonkulous, to be honest. So it does kind of spiral out of control quite quickly. You can like buy different extra storerooms to increase the amount of goods that you can keep there, and you can actually upgrade the store in different regions, and they cost slightly more and all that kind of stuff. How much money do we have? Okay, 1,000. Yeah, because Tortuga just took a load of our money. Bastards. Absolute bastards. You can research like additional, like we got a TV room here, which is great. Is that better? I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know whether that's better than the living room. I mean, it doesn't say. I've not done any checking, but I guess it's fine. The game's a bit light on sort of giving you information, which is a bit of a shame, because I don't know. Like it says, like, oh, if you upgrade the lights that increase recovery rate by 10%, okay, great, but is that good? Is that worth it? Not sure. So we can see Tortuga here. They've actually spent some money. 32 ointments have been purchased for 1,600, and so we've made some money there for today, which is quite nice. Like that a lot. That's good, isn't it? So yeah, Evil Labs. It's quite good. I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100%. The graphics are they look a bit Atari-like in some respects, but I think it's okay actually. I've kind of come round to it. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome. Not sure, but I get to have my evil lab, and that's quite fun. It's sort of a bit like what was the Fallout game? Fallout Shelter, that one. Sort of similar to that, but it's kind of more of a game than Fallout Shelter, which I'm going to be honest, Fallout Shelter was a bit shit in my opinion, but there we go. But yeah, Evil Labs, quite entertaining. I think it's about £8 on Steam. If you like this kind of thing, could be worth a look. I'm just going to keep making my Evil Lab because it's just kind of fun to make money. I think infect people, make money, make diseases that give them diarrhea and itchiness at the same time. That's a bit brutal, isn't it? That's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to keep doing that, and I will see you next time.